Every organization has a Sarah. Do you remember that one person who always spoke up when they saw something that was not right and eventually got punished for it? That is Sarah. Sarah worked as a mid-level officer at a Lagos-based company. She is hardworking and detail-oriented. One day, she noticed something that did not add up. A colleague was doing something that was clearly wrong. And Sarah did what she was trained to do. She reported it through the proper channels to the right people with evidence.
Wow.
And then she waited. But what came back was not an investigation. It was not even a thank you. What came back was a target on her back.
Mama!
The colleague she reported, nothing happened to them. They reported to work the following Monday, carrying on as if nothing has happened. Sarah, on the other hand, started receiving bad performance reviews. Despite having an excellent track record, she was left out of meetings she used to attend. Colleagues who were once friendly suddenly kept their distance. And 3 months later, she was told her role had been restructured. She was not fired. They were too smart for that. They just made it impossible for her to stay. And the saddest part is that Sarah's story is not rare. Across organizations in Nigeria and Africa, this is happening almost every day. Not always this dramatically, but quietly, consistently, employees who speak up are being managed out, sidelined, and silenced. And the rest of the team is watching, taking notes, deciding whether telling the truth is worth it. That's, my leaders, is the whistleblower problem. And today, we are talking about it directly. The truth is, whistleblowing is dangerous in Nigerian and African organizations, precisely because there is no protection for employees who speak up. Research by the African Center for Media and Information Literacy found that employees who speak up face stigmatization, discrimination, and dismissal, and the numbers confirm it. Globally, 46% of employees who report misconduct face retaliation. And here in West Africa, research by the ILO found that around 40% of victims never report workplace wrongdoing at all.
Jesus!
Not because nothing is happening, but because they have already decided that speaking up is not worth the risk. When employees cannot speak up safely, wrongdoing goes unreported, fraud continues, unsafe practices go unaddressed, and organizations keep making the same mistakes because nobody can tell the truth without paying a price. Transparency International is clear on this. When whistleblowers are punished rather than protected, other employees see it and go silent. The silence spreads, the culture rots, and by the time leadership realizes something is wrong, the damage is already deep. Every Sarah you silence is a risk you choose not to manage. Every employee you sideline for speaking up is a lesson you are teaching your entire team. And the most dangerous part, you will not find out until it is too late. Because even in the exit interview, they will not tell you the truth. So what does a responsible organization do? First, build a reporting system that actually works, not a whistleblowing email that routes back to the same manager being reported. A real independent reporting channel that your employees actually trust. Second, protect the reporter first. The moment a concern is raised, protect the person who raised it before anything else, immediately and visibly. Third, act on what you receive. A reporting system that collects concerns and does nothing is worse than no system at all. Investigate seriously, follow through consistently. The EY Global Integrity Report 2024 put it plainly. The more employees see leaders taking concrete action on reports without retaliation, the more likely they are to speak up next time. Action builds trust, and trust builds the kind of culture where truth can travel freely. And fourth, train your managers. Most retaliation does not come from a board decision. It comes from a line manager who feels threatened by what an employee reported. So train them to receive difficult information without punishing the messenger. Because the messenger is not the problem, the wrongdoing is.
Okay.
Now let's talk about what changes when organizations take whistleblowing seriously. And we do not have to guess. We already have a proof right here in Nigeria. Nigeria's whistleblowing policy, imperfect as it is, and without a single law to back it up, has recovered over 800 billion naira in looted funds since 2016.
Wow.
No sophisticated investigation units, No expensive external audits, just people who saw something wrong and decided to say something. That is the financial power of a speak up culture. Now imagine what that same energy could do inside your organization. Imagine employees who feel safe enough to flag a procurement irregularity before it becomes a loss. A team member who reports a toxic pattern before it becomes a lawsuit. A junior staff who raises a compliance risk before it becomes a scandal. The same principle that recovered 800 billion naira for Nigeria can protect your organization if you build a culture that makes it possible. According to the ACFE 2024 report to the nations, organizations globally lose an estimated 5% of their revenue to occupational fraud every year. And the number one way fraud is detected is tips from employees, accounting for 43% of all detections, more than 3 times any other method. Not external auditors, not internal controls, employees.
What?
Which means the most powerful anti-fraud tool your organization has is already sitting in your building, waiting to see if you will protect them when they use it.
Wow.
Organizations that build genuine speak-up cultures identify problems earlier, resolve them faster, and retain their best people longer. Because employees who blow the whistle are not troublemakers. They are the ones who take care enough about the organization to try to fix it from the inside. Eye service, which we talked about last week, keeps problem hidden on the surface. Whistleblower punishment buries them underground. Both are cultures of silence, and silence in an organization is always the most expensive sound in the room. I'm Edna Titilope, your HR wellness and sustainability advocate. So here's my question for every leader, every HR manager, and every business owner. The last time someone in your organization tried to tell the truth, did your culture protect them or punish them? Because your people already know the answer. The question is, do you?